This is Saturday Morning Mysteries.
And we're your hosts, Alexis and Grace.
Good morning, hello, happy Saturday, and welcome back to another episode of Saturday Morning Mysteries, where we're your hosts. I'm Alexis.
I'm Grace.
And today, Grace gives us her third? Okay, good.
Yes.
I was like, wait, not your final. Yeah,
No,
her
not yet.
Third episode of Gravity Falls. She's just set me up on a massive edge of my seat surprise of something that's going to happen during this episode. So I'm going to hand it off to her because I cannot wait to see what it is. So take it away.
Thank you so much. I can't wait for you to see it either. So today I'm doing season 2, episode 2 called Into the Bunker.
After the Gulf War, that sounds like the appropriate place to go.
You know what? Those little golf ball creatures who I can't remember the name of could have used a bunker.
Yep.
But that didn't even say Big Henry, so being in the mines. So underground's not safe either, I guess.
No.
R.I.P. So specifically, I chose this episode because it really involves a character who we haven't hung out with a ton yet, but like even at the start of the arc, we were like, man, I hope we see more of her. We inherently love her because of her voice actress. It's Wendy, aka voiced by Linda Cardellini. And Wendy, as a reminder, is a tomboyish 15-year-old cashier, and she works at the Mystery Shack with everyone else.
Mm-hmm. I think you mentioned Wendy in your last episode, like 2 weeks ago now, and she's so lacking from my episodes that when you said her name, I was
like, who?
Who's Wendy? I totally forgotten. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Honestly,
she's not in any of my episodes.
Even like when I write this, I'm like, wait, her name's Wendy, right?
Right.
Like, I still have a moment of like, am I wrong?
Wendy.
Like, is that her name? If it's not, sorry.
Sorry, it is now.
Linda, we'll call her Linda. Just but yes, we start out today. We see a lot of Wendy in this episode, if that is her real name. We start off at her house where she and Dipper are munching on some popcorn and watching some really cheesy old scary movies and like cracking up, making fun of some 80s movies. We all love doing it. Yeah. But the movie's interrupted when Wendy gets a text, apparently from her ex-boyfriend. And she's like, ugh, like huge eye roll about it. And Dipper immediately becomes really awkward. He's like, oh, how's that all going or whatever?
Smooth.
Yeah, exactly. Smooth as sandpaper here. It's really immediately clear, and I think it comes up in other episodes, that Dipper, this 13-year-old boy, has a crush on Wendy, who tells him when he asks how's it going, she's like, oh, I'm like totally over him. But she's also she's over her boyfriend, but clearly not into this 13-year-old boy instead, who's sitting there stammering, well, that's crazy. I was wondering, I've been meaning to ask you if you'd ever, and what you'd want to ever. And as he's making a fool of himself, she's just sitting there munching her popcorn, just staring at him like, yes. Finish a sentence, Dipper. You can do it. Finish a sentence. But he finishes it by saying, go mystery hunting with Mabel and me. We're going tomorrow if you want to come or whatever and all that. So kind of a smooth landing, like.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
A landing.
He landed. Not many flames. Yeah.
Lost a wing or two, but the passengers survived.
Right. That's all we can ask for.
All Dipper can ask for at this point. But yes, she says sure, and they go back to watching the movie. But this, like, we see, like, this is, like, one of the saddest things, besides Big Henry's death, is that...
too soon.
Too soon. Dipper, we see, like, they're going back to watching the movie, and we see him kind of, like, take out from his vest pocket and then, like, crumple it up and put it back in this piece of paper covered in, like, notes on, like, what he wants to say to Wendy. And, like, a bunch of lines are crossed out of, like, I think you already know, like, cross out. I've been meaning to tell you, cross out. And then
Mm,
basically, I like you in like all caps. And it's just like a
yeah.
little nervous preteens scribbles and like
Oh,
trying to express his love.
yeah.
So the next day, Mabel, Seuss, and Wendy all meet Dipper at the tree that Dipper had originally found that mystery journal at.
Mm.
And
Ah,
this
oh
is,
God.
yes, this is where they're going to look or try to solve a mystery today. So he's called them all here because upon further examination of his journal, he discovered, and we see like he has to put like black light over the journal to see this. Like
Mm,
there's a picture of the
hmm.
tree in the journal, and when you put black light over it, you see that there is an entire bunker system beneath this tree. This like
Oh,
metal tree that the journal was, or like the journal mechanism was
yeah.
hidden in.
Yeah, isn't that where he found the gnomes too? Or were they under a different tree?
No,
Was
gnomes
it the
were
same?
somewhere
No, they were
else.
somewhere else.
It was
Okay, never
just
mind.
it
Yeah.
was just the same episode
It's
that he
just
found the journal and they met the
got it.
gnomes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yes, basically, Dipper goes on to explain everyone that, yeah, this tree is more than just a door that was hiding a creepy journal. He thinks that the author of this journal, who disappeared 30 years ago, has some type
Mhm.
of bunker or underground system that's accessible from this tree. And Dipper wants to go into the bunker because they think within this bunker, they will be able to discover clues as to who the author of the journal is. Which,
Mm,
like, in general, it becomes like a big arc in the series of like who wrote
yeah.
these journals. Like, if we can get to them, we can get to more answers about what the heck is happening here in Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
So, before they enter, because step one that's not written in the journal, how do we get in? How do we
Yeah. First of all,
we see the schematics, but how do we get into them?
where's the entrance? Yeah.
Yeah, and
Or how
so
do you open it?
yeah, open sesame, how do we get in here? So Dipper is kind of like stammering again when like Wendy is like, okay, yeah, this seems sick. Like, let's do it. And he like starts blushing. And Mabel on the like side calls him out on this. She's like, do you still have a crush on Wendy?
Mabel,
Oh, she
just
starts
just let your
saying.
brother live, man. You ain't gotta call him
Oh,
out.
not, it wasn't in front of Wendy, at least. It was on the
Oh,
side,
okay. I
but
see.
still
Okay. Okay.
calling him out.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah,
not
right.
helpful for
Still.
him.
Yeah.
Yes. And he, of course, poorly denies this and is like, no, I'm totally over her. Like, old news. That's why she's here as a friend today on this trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
That's
Hmm.
exactly what Mabel says. She's like, that she
Mhm. Yeah.
is.
Mhm.
But from the jump of this adventure, Wendy, whose family is like all lumberjacks, proves to be a
Mhm.
capital B badass.
Hmm.
She's like looking up and down this tree and notices that a branch that's really high up has some screws underneath it. So clearly not a natural
Well,
branch.
yeah.
But they're all like, well, how are we supposed to get to it? And before they can even finish their question, Wendy has taken her belt off and whips it around the tree and a la like Mulan climbing the
Oh,
pole
nice.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Fucking climbs
Badass indeed.
all the way up it. And then she like doesn't quite get all the way there. So she takes an axe off of like that she's brought with her and just
Yeah.
fucking like
Yeah.
boomerangs it to that branch, which like knocks it up and unlocks a mechanism. Um,
Wow.
and she just catches that axe and slides right back down.
She's like, all right, guys. So who's ready?
Let's get started, right? Yeah, they're all
Normal
like,
day for Wendy.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
She should have been joining them on a lot more mystery investigations.
I
Like
think
they
they're having a
needed
lot of
muscle
regret.
this whole time. Yeah.
Yes.
They've
Yeah, that's
had
the
no
one thing they were
muscle.
missing from the crew is
Yeah.
the muscle, and they found it, and they
They
should have
found
found it
it.
long ago. Right? They
They
thought it
found
was
it in a
Seuss.
teenage girl.
Yeah, they thought it was Seuss because he was big. Mm-mm.
No, he just likes taking his shirt off.
Yeah, and they were like,
That's
"This is
it.
not helpful, Seuss."
Yeah.
So yes, it like triggers this mechanism, and the tree starts sinking into the ground,
Mm.
revealing a bunch of staircase or like a huge staircase and a door that
Mm.
they of course start making their way into. But before they actually enter, Dipper turns around and says, "Whatever we see down here, we have to promise to tell no one. Like this is just between us." And like
Mm.
Mabel winks or something. Seuss like big salute. Wendy
Hmm.
does the like my lips are sealed, like throw away the key type of thing. Because like
Yeah.
Dipper is still on the like trust no one of it all, of the warnings from the journal.
Yeah.
So they creep down these stairs, dusting cobwebs out of their way, and they enter, believe it or not, a bunker.
Okay.
There's big surprise.
Checks out. No.
There's a cot, a bunch of medical supplies,
Oh,
a
wow.
weapons cabinet.
Okay. Hey, gotta stay strapped.
You got stay strapped. You're in Gravity Falls. A
Yeah.
gas mask.
Mm-hmm.
There's a warning poster on the wall that says "Warning Fallout Shelter," and
Oh.
Dipper walks by it and like trying to impress Wendy goes, "Huh, whoa, this is like a fallout shelter or something down here." Come on, Dipper.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Dipper. Good reading.
so
Good reading.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. But yes, there's like they start poking around. There's like bugs everywhere, like thick, nasty bugs, creepy crawlies.
Hmm.
They find supplies that are like food supplies for the next 60 years. Like it has boxes like 2030, 2040,
Oh
2050,
my
2060,
gosh.
like when to open it.
Doomsday. Doomsday's
Doomsday
coming.
prepping. Seuss opens up that weapons cabinet, shitload of TNT, knives, grenades, like
Everything
grab
you could need to win a war.
to start, win, outlast a war.
Yeah.
And interestingly and kind of concerningly, well, you can be the judge. They
Mhm.
find, like, of course, all the food in here is going to be canned food, off skis. That's how it's going to last the
Yeah.
next 60 years.
Yeah.
But they find one of these cans of food that's open and still has some food in it that's not like old or moldy or anything like that. It's like fresh. So, fresh as canned food can be, but like,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
it hasn't gone bad and it has been sitting out in the open in this
Yeah.
creepy place.
Yeah. Okay. That's
So,
concerning.
yeah, everyone pauses realizing that they might not be alone down here, but it's just like the
Hmm.
single fallout shelter room. So like is someone
Mm.
here right now? And
Or were
Dipper
they just
starts,
here?
yeah, were they just here? Did they just miss him going out of the tree? And Dipper
Mhm.
starts wondering aloud, like, because like, who would know about this place? And so Dipper starts to wonder if it's the author of the journal who's just been living down here, like maybe thinking some disaster, like Cloverfield style, like is some disaster
Hmm.
happening up there?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
what's going on? Just locked away in here. So we'll put a pin in that. But yeah, they're all definitely concerned, like you were. But
Hmm.
Wendy, again, proven the most valuable, the MVP of this team from the jump, because they're like, well, this is a tiny room. Like, what do we do now? But she notices that there's a map of Gravity Falls on the wall, and it's kind of like
Okay.
rippling a little bit. Like there seems to be like movement behind it. And
Mm.
so she pulls it back to reveal a hatch in the wall that's not quite closed, as if someone tried to close it in a rush but didn't all the
Um,
way.
okay.
And without
Gosh.
hesitation, Wendy hops right in there.
Of course,
Yeah.
because there's no way the person who went through that hatch was dangerous, so might as well
Or
follow them.
or trying to avoid you guys
Hmm.
for some very specific
Yeah,
reason. Or
exactly. Yeah, so let's follow them,
yeah, let's just continue
Mhm.
to
See what happens.
invade this private
With
property here.
not a single, oh no, Seuss is there. That's right. Never mind. It was like with not a single adult in sight, but
But
he hardly counts.
thank you. Yes. Correct. So what we said, not a single adult in sight is correct.
Yeah.
So they like through this hatch is like a pipe that they crawl through, and they're let out into a room that if I had seen more horror movies, I could know what to compare it to. It's some
Oh.
like psychological horror movie, if you ask me. It's a very small room covered in metal panels, like floor, ceiling, like walls,
Mm.
all individual metal panels. And
Hmm.
some of these panels have those weird symbols that I talked about with the Bill Cipher episode. That's like the
Yeah. Yeah.
alien script type of thing. And Mabel, I don't know, makes some joke and kind of pushes Dipper, which like not the time, Mabel,
No, no.
because
No
he
spooks, no
stumbles.
shocks.
No,
No.
yeah, no shocks, no
Yeah, no
jumps, no
jump scares.
spooks. And Dipper takes a stumble and steps onto one of the panels, metal panels that had a symbol on it. And of course, it decompresses as he steps on it, which triggers one, the hatch that they came through to shut.
Oh no.
Two,
No, that's
all the
bad.
symbols in the room start glowing red.
Oh, that's almost as bad. Scary. But yeah.
Three, it's just an escalating list here. Three,
Yeah.
alarms start blaring.
Um,
Yeah. And
um,
four, at random, but one by one, each one of these metal panels, which turned out to actually be like metal or like big columns hiding beneath them, start all getting like closing in on the room. So, like
mm,
from the floor, one's jutting up, from the ceiling, one from the wall, and just getting like smushing them closer and closer and closer together,
yeah.
unless they can figure out a way to escape.
Hmm.
So Wendy, Seuss, and Mabel are trying to like push against the walls, and Dipper is flipping through the journal to see if there's anything in there. And luckily, there is a picture depicting this
Oh,
room.
thank God.
Yes.
It's like, this is not an open book test, bro. You gotta,
But
yeah.
I think he maybe
Thankfully,
recognized
yeah.
the room. He studied this
Yeah.
book, so he knew it was in there. And it shows a code of what symbols to press. And so they all are
Hmm.
able to find those symbols and press them at the same time, which doesn't stop the walls. So it means they're not going to get out this way again, but it does
Mm.
open a different door that they're all able to, like, in the nick of time, jump through, like, truly, like, the walls, like, the metal panel columns, like, closing, like, pinch, like, Dipper's, like, vest to the point where he has to, like, rip out of it at the last
Oh,
second.
shit. Oh, my God.
So,
You almost died, Dipper.
yeah,
You just
Dipper
almost died.
truly,
Just
and
letting
in
you
front of your
know.
crush.
Ooh, embarrassing. Mm,
He's
that'd
suffering
be
an
so
ego death
embarrassing.
here more than anything.
He's like, I might as well be dead.
Yeah, I wish I was. But luckily, Wendy saw that cool move jumping out of there, and she's impressed, and she kind of tells him that with like a punch on the shoulder, like, good work in there.
Nice.
And Mabel goes back to like that now, like basically solid wall, and she's able to rip Dipper's vest out from it. And in doing this, a little crumpled up note falls out,
Mm.
which Mabel grabs and like flattens
Oh,
out
no, no.
and sees. We see the light shining in her eyes, the smile on her face as she holds the paper up to her mouth to contain her giggles and screams of joy. Yes, it's Dipper's like love note slash lines to Wendy. And Mabel is vindicated. She knew he still had a crush. And
Hmm.
she pulls him aside, again, aside, and is like,
Good. Okay.
gotta tell her. She gives it all back to him, but she's like,
Hmm.
you gotta tell her. You'll feel so much better. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. Like, you gotta do it. You gotta do it, Dipper. And he basically tells her, like, shut the fuck up. Don't say anything.
Hmm.
And luckily, they're now, stuck in this bunker tunnel because they can't go out the way they came. And this room,
Yeah.
the next room is really weird. So it's a nice distraction, because the room they're in now is like a old school like surveillance room. It's got
Oh,
like the
I
big
don't like it.
computers, control boards, like notepads everywhere, but also
Mhm.
looking very abandoned. But there is a door on the other side of the room, so at least they're not like have to figure their way out through this one.
Yeah.
And so Wendy steps through there, and it's really dark. Like, can't really see Wendy when she goes in there, but you can still hear her. And she's like, "Whoa, Dipper, come check this out." And so Dipper walks over, and Mabel stops him for a second, like right before he walks through. And she grabs him and she says, "Dipper, no matter what happens, I'm doing this for your own good."
Oh no. Oh
And she
no.
shoves Dipper into that room, slams that door, and locks it.
Uh,
Mhm.
um, okay, subjectively for his own good, I guess.
But locking a door in on
Subjective.
this creepy ass place?
Yeah, not for
Mm,
his own good under any
no,
circumstance,
not for
but
anyone's good
okay.
right now.
No.
Mabel just believes in love so
Mabel.
much.
She's so romantic. She's such a hopeless
She's
romantic.
hopeless romantic.
Hmm.
And Wendy is like feeling around in the room. It's like tiny, it's like a closet in there. And Wendy pulls what she assumes is like a cord for like a light switch, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But doing this sprays them with water from above. Like a ton of water comes down. And at first I was like, oh, a shower? But
Yeah.
then the room fills with gases that makes them start
Big
coughing.
Henry?
He's coming back.
He's back, the ghost of Big Henry.
Yes, he's like, you'll die how
Mm.
I did.
Right.
This gas chamber. Big yikes.
Sorry
But
about it.
then we hear a little ding and a light comes on that says, like we see the light, and on it it says decontamination complete.
Okay.
And another wall opens up kind of opposite to the door that they were shoved through. And now, at this point, I'm yelling back through the door to Mabel to be like, we all need to stick together. Like, get Susan here. Like, come with us. Like, let's go. But, I don't know, they're kids. They don't think about that. So, Dipper and
You
Wendy.
should.
Yeah, y'all should. I mean, Wendy, you're
You
15.
should.
Think about it. Susan.
Yeah, really true. Like, yeah, if nothing else, those two should be thinking about, like, guys, we gotta stick together.
Yeah, at least
Oh, well, okay.
someone
Well,
somewhere.
hey, we're asking too much here, Grace. We're asking for too much.
Asking too much. I just know things are going to get worse before they get better. And I'm like, y'all
Yeah.
could have avoided some of these things. So, yes, Dipper and Wendy walk into what is very clearly an abandoned lab. And I wouldn't just say abandoned, I would say ruined. Like, glass is shattered everywhere, equipment is broken, like, huge computers are like, like smashed in, wires everywhere. And they realize that there's also these like you know, the like in like sci-fi, like the tubes that like they'll put people in or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's like some of them are still intact, but other ones are broken.
Oh.
The glass shattered on the outside, so as if something.
Oh, that was my next question. I was like, is the glass broken in or out? Hopefully in. And it was just like a horrible accident explosion and not something escaping. Okay. Or both.
Broken out.
It was probably both.
Oh yeah, one led to
Cool.
another. Which way it was though?
Yeah.
Could be
Who
the
knows?
direction.
All we know is something came out of those tubes. Great.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And as they observe this ruined, destroyed lab, they realize that this part of the bunker seems to have been built into like a full-on underground cave. So like not just like before it was like clearly a room and then clearly a creepy metal room and then a lab. This is now like we are truly underground in like the natural setting here.
Yeah.
And this cave, like the walls are covered in like a bunch of holes as if, you know, I don't know, a creature could have tunneled them. Maybe.
Mhm. Maybe. I mean,
Perhaps.
just spitballing. Yeah.
Spitball,
Yeah.
you know, take it or leave it.
Just saying, yeah.
A possibility.
Conspiracy theories. Yes, exactly.
One of many. So, like idiots, they look into them. They start looking into these tunnels. And they realize that, yes, these are all just like very, very deep, very, very dark tunnels. And deep, 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 deep somewhere in one, they hear a scream.
Human, I assume.
Unclear.
Oh, okay.
Unclear.
Wow.
Just some screaming.
Both bad.
Both, anything's bad. Loud noise,
Yeah.
bad.
Any sort of scream, not good.
Yeah, not good. And they see a flinch of movement, and they now hear like bug, like chattering noises, you know, little like cicada-y noises, and like the of something with more than two legs, probably coming towards them, getting louder and louder.
Yeah.
And rightfully, they now run back to that decontamination room and start banging on the door, screaming that there's a monster in here, which we now see a shadow of something crawling out from one of the tunnels, like high up on the wall and like skittering down the wall. A lot of skittering happening in this episode.
Yeah, just the word skittering, that just made like I just like felt my hairs stick up on my neck.
Yes. And that's exactly what's happening to them right now too, except they're also screaming. And on the other side of the door, as they're like, there's a monster, Mabel leans against it and says, "The only monsters are your inner demons, Dipper."
Oh my God. No, Mabel, legit, like look around. There is a monster.
Monster. Sue's unhelpful. He's like, wise, very wise, Mabel.
That's a good point, Mabel. You're so
Astute.
smart. Yeah.
Astute. And Mabel shouts back and says that she's not letting them out until, and she's screaming this now, until Dipper says what he's been meaning to tell Wendy.
Mabel, come on.
Mabel,
You gotta be
Mabel,
cooler than that.
Mabel, yeah, Mabel, she's not looking hot in this episode. She's not looking too good in this episode
No,
so far.
I don't relate to Mabel now. It's
No,
mean.
no.
I wouldn't do this to my brothers.
Exactly. At least not when they're crying for help like this, you know?
No, no, not like this.
And Wendy at this point is like, okay, Dipper, what are you trying to tell me, Dipper? Like, just say it. Just say it. Just say it. She'll open the door. Dipper, just say it, please. And she's like starting to beg him because obviously they can get on the other side of the door and shut it. But Dipper, a 13-year-old boy, he's not willing to, again, suffer that ego death that all of us have to go through as we grow up. So instead, he grabs Wendy's arm, saying they'll find another way out. And they sprint through that creepy ass lab into one of the tunnels. Arbitrarily picking one.
Sounds wise to go into. Okay, never mind.
To go deeper into a tunnel.
Yeah, exactly.
And deeper into a tunnel that we can easily, very quickly hear all of those little insect noises. Well, I guess not little, huge insect noises coming from behind them. And we see also that same shadow moving through the tunnel. We just kind of see it's like hunched over, but like takes up the entire tunnel wall. And it's gaining speed and getting closer and closer to them, right as Dipper and Wendy hit a dead end. And so they turn around. Dipper's like looking frantically to see if there's like another hole or a tunnel or something they can hide behind, but it's just dead end right there. And the shadow grows bigger, and we're able to kind of now make it out a little bit more. And as kind of expected, it's this, like, again, we just see the shadow right now, but this like monstrous bug, almost like a giant, like cicada, not a cicada, like maybe like a giant cockroach, like mixed with.
God, I was so hoping you wouldn't say that.
Yeah, of just like, it's like hunched over though, and like massive, but we can see it's got lots of, maybe like a cockroach caterpillar situation. Yeah. It's got like lots of little arms everywhere. And it is screaming. We realized it was its screams that we heard before.
Why do you always find the bug episodes?
I don't know, because I fear them. Yeah. They find me and I fear them.
Face your fears. Your inner demon, Grace.
You know what? But here's the thing.
Bugs.
These episodes make them worse. It make it worse.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me stronger. It makes me weaker. A lot weaker.
It makes me more scared.
Yeah.
That which I've already feared.
It confirms. It's confirmation bias that some bugs are scary. You know?
Yes.
I hate it. Bugs are good. We need to keep them in the world. They're very important. I let them out of the house instead of killing them, but I don't want them on me. Okay?
Yeah.
So, we don't get a full look at this creature, though, because as the creature, monster bug thing, starts like shrieking and screaming, we see another shadow, another screaming shadow. But the shadow has a deep voice and 2 legs and 2 arms. It's in the shape. What did you say?
Big Henry?
He survived! I wish.
God. Yeah. No.
He's found another tunnel to dig through. He's
just been hitting that pickaxe through until he got fresh air.
I'll make it back to you, Polly. One way or another. But yes, this time it's in the shape of a human, and we see it leap onto the back of this bug, seemingly starting to stab it. Ooh. And we see the bug start shrieking. They are starting to wrestle. We see this man like reach his, or presumably it will be him, like his hand into the monster's mouth and like rip out the tongue and like slice it off. And at that, the monster like falls down and like crawls away, like running away.
Oh my. Yeah. Okay, so, badass.
Yeah, if
mystery man who could murder us next, though.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say, one, if you thought at first when I said 2 arms, 2 legs, it was Suze or Mabel. Obviously not.
Yeah, I mean, I figured you'd say that if it was, yeah.
Ugh. But 2, Correct answer. You are in the
Yeah.
correct mindset here of, and now we're in a dead end with someone who can fight this monster?
Yeah. It's like there's pros and cons, but the cons slightly outweigh the pros here.
Yes, be weary nonetheless.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
So we do see this man come around the corner, and he's this middle-aged man, upper middle-aged man. He's got like gray hair and all that, who I personally clock immediately as, if not the maker of the bunker, at least a survivor of the bunker. Like, he fucking
Mm.
knows how to survive down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's wearing this really long, stained, like kind of tattered at the bottoms coat. He's got like a red shirt underneath with kind of like a leather utility like belt strapped across it, probably for his weapons.
Hmm.
He's got brown leather gloves, again, like thick gray wavy hair, a classic thick adventurer's mustache. And this is how I knew that he was at least a survivor of the bunker. He's got some like steampunk old aviator style
Of
goggles
course.
on. So
Nice.
that's how you
Nice.
know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
He's lived through an apocalypse before.
Exactly. Yeah, this ain't his first apocalypse, baby.
Tattered trench coat, steam coat glasses, or steampunk glasses, I
Yeah,
mean. Boom.
he's seen it all through these steampunk glasses.
Exactly.
So he stops in front of Wendy and Dipper and just like chucks the tongue towards them. And like we can see this
Ugh.
like hacked off
Yeah,
tongue.
like
It's,
his trophy.
yeah, slimy and nasty. And he, in a very like deep, gravelly voice, tells him like, we need to hurry. I scared the monster off. It's gonna come back. And so Dipper is like heart eyes at this
I
man.
bet.
He is like, not only was that badass, but like, who else would be down here? Who else would know
Mm,
how to fight monsters and know their behaviors, if not the author of the journals?
yeah. Yeah. I could see
So,
that.
yeah, like it does kind of make sense. Like, who the fuck else
Yeah.
would know this was down here? And so, both with that in mind, and also I'm sure from Wendy's perspective, being like, well, we don't know where else to go. They follow the man who starts
Yeah.
running in the other direction. And as they're running, he's saying, like, whew, I was not expecting guests down here, obviously.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would be my
know.
first point of inquiry. Like, who are you and what are you doing down here?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he's definitely like,
Before
well, this
handing
is,
them the tongue,
yeah.
the cut
But
off
he
monster
knew,
tongue.
he didn't know they needed to hurry because that monster would be
Yeah.
back. So he does start
True.
questioning them as they start walking. And he eventually does like, eventually like they do slow down and like after they ran for a while and like walk and talk a little bit. So less of a rush. They've like gotten
Okay.
distance with the monster. But yeah, he's like, I wasn't expecting someone down here. It's been, how long have I been down here? Days? Maybe a couple weeks at most. That just, has it been years? Like, he clearly has kind of lost track of
Yeah.
his
Everything.
everything, yes. And Dipper is like starting to like ask a ton of questions about the monsters, how he knows all this about monsters, and just that he doesn't specifically say the journal, but there's like this whole thing. He knows about the monsters that are in this thing. This guy seems to know about them. He's like a monster hunter, and it's like really cool. Wow, how'd you do that to the monster? You fought the monster, like on and on and on. And the man does pause and like put his hand on Dipper's shoulder. He says, we can get to all of that in due time, but there are more pressing matters at hand. One of my experiments has broken free, and I've been hunting it down here for some time.
Oh my God.
We either need to find it or avoid it. And of course, Dipper is like, well, what is it? And the man
Like
explains,
ready to draw it into his into the journal. Like,
tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me,
yeah.
tell me, experiment. And yes, the man does tell them, him and Wendy, like it's this shapeshifter. It was kept in these like vats, basically. So we assume it's those tunnels. Yeah, not good. Not good signs.
Oh my God, not a shapeshifter. Oh.
Not a shapeshifter. Not a shapeshifter down in a tunnel somewhere. That, yes, he points out those big tubes that were broken out of. That's where
Yeah.
the shapeshifter's supposed to live. Not there now, though, as we all saw. And so the man looks at Dipper and says, would you, yes, you, Dipper, he doesn't say Dipper, help me catch this monster? And you know
Mhm.
that Dipper at this point, Cloud9. This is the happiest day of
Hmm.
Dipper's entire fucking 13 years on this planet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, back in the surveillance room, Mabel and Suze naturally are dicking around. They're not being helpful
Hmm.
at all.
Yeah. I'm like, well,
Suze,
might as well kill some time.
yeah, Suze has found a lab coat and like this laptop that's folded up like a briefcase. Like at first it's just a like it looks like just a briefcase. I
Ah,
do know
yeah.
that this comes back in later episodes and it does end up being a laptop, but right now
Hmm.
it's just something that like Suze has
I see.
essentially.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he's just like, "Look, I'm the owner of the bunker." Boop 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 boop. And
Okay,
Mabel's like,
Suze. Sure.
"That's so funny. What does all this do?" And starts pressing buttons on this control panel.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm,
I guess
mm-mm.
they haven't seen what's on the other side of that door that Wendy and Dipper have seen. But still, I mean, don't press buttons in an abandoned
When someone
bunker
was just screaming for
ever.
help and about
Yeah,
monsters,
yeah. And then
perhaps.
also you notice that like you stop hearing their screams,
Yeah,
Mabel.
exactly.
Has that ever occurred to you? Like, did you stop and realize that your brother and Wendy stopped screaming? Are you going to check on
No,
them anytime soon?
Mabel's probably like, I was right.
Should have told
Their
him.
their
Or should have
professor,
told
their
her.
love for each other right now. You're welcome,
Yeah,
is what she
yeah,
thinks.
exactly.
So, yes, Mabel's pressing buttons, and one of them does actually turn on some of the like computer screens or like yeah,
Mhm.
monitors that do show that yes, it is surveilling different rooms within like the this bunker, including
Mhm.
the lab that they were just in. And she sees like a, I don't know, clipboard with some notes on it that she starts flipping through. Clearly, there are notes
Mhm.
that like relate to like stuff in the lab. So it's kind of put together like, oh, like experiments would happen in the lab and could be observed safely from back here.
Yeah, indeed.
And she sees a note that says experiment number 210. And the note says the shapeshifter became too dangerous, placed in cryogenic stasis.
Mm.
And so, yes, that's what as we learned from the man in the cave,
Yeah.
and confirming now that yes, the shapeshifter is supposed to be in these tubes, these cryogenic tubes, for yes, being frozen in this state.
Hmm.
And this is also the moment where Mabel and Seuss are like, wasn't Dipper just bitching about a monster or something? Wait,
He
oh
didn't call it a
no.
shapeshifter though, so probably fine.
But yes, because they notice the
Yeah.
broken glass again, outwardly broken glass. Yes,
Hmm.
they say,
Hmm.
But it could have appeared as a monster."
Yeah.
So yes, Wendy or not Wendy, Mabel and Seuss are like,
Yeah.
we gotta go find Dipper and Wendy, and
Yep.
they finally,
That's why it got quiet.
yeah, this is actually quiet. We don't want to hear.
Yeah.
So at this point, Dipper and Wendy are with the survivor. I'm just going to call him in another room now where there are a bunch of empty canned goods strewn about. So, like, yes, he's clearly the one who was eating those canned goods that they saw earlier as well.
Hmm.
And he's like kind of wondering aloud and like giving the, or like trying to like tell Dipper, like, yeah, I like, here's the weaknesses I've been able to figure out, like, from trying to hunt the monster. But I don't actually know all of the weaknesses for it anymore. I used to have research on all of these things, but I lost my journals so many years ago.
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
Hmm. And so Dipper is like,
Your
what?
journals, you say?
And yes, Dipper immediately gets out the journal saying that he found it right at the base of the tree that they used to get down here. And the man is like
Right.
genuinely astonished to like see it after so many years. Like you see like tears in his eyes. And he starts like flipping through the pages, kind of like nodding and remembering, like, yes, yeah, like, yes,
Hmm.
yes, like this is one of them. This is one of them. And
Yeah.
like Dipper is just like, ah, like sparkly anime eyes, like, ah, my hero.
No. He's like, Wendy Hill, like
This
this
bitch.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of Wendy, what is she up to?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wendy Hill.
Yeah, Wendy
Hmm.
who? She is looking around this room, kind of just like, oh, this guy is not surviving. He's surviving, but not thriving, clearly. Like, there's a bunch of cans just strewn everywhere. What's kind of going on? She sees that, like, Oh, he's like able to survive down here because this is more of like in a room than the cave right here. Or no, it's
Yeah.
like there she's kind of like walked into a little room and they see that there's like pipes in there that are like pumping gas. Like there's
Oh,
a whole system down here. So
yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is pretty built up. And so she starts looking around and she picks up one of the cans from the ground, like the canned goods. And she has to hold back a gasp or perhaps a scream. And she kind of starts nudging Dipper, who's like standing behind the survivor at this point. And he's just like, yeah, like, go away, Wendy. We're doing important things here. And he's just watching the man who's like crouched over looking at the book. And Wendy's like,
Hmm.
Dipper, I need you to look at this. And she like tosses him the like can of beans or something like that. And he's like, what? What do you want, Wendy? And he looks
Hmm.
at the can and it's just there's a logo on it. It's like empty because he ate it, but it's the logo that gave a lot of concern because on the logo, and it's on all of the cans around them, it's
Hmm.
a man with wavy gray hair, a thick
Hmm.
mustache, long
Hmm.
brown coat, red shirt, and aviator
Hmm.
goggles, perhaps steampunky goggles.
Perhaps.
Perhaps this spitting image of the man who is now crouched over, squatting down, looking at this
Hey,
journal.
you know, he had a modeling phase. Campbell's called him up and said, look, we're redoing our logo.
You
I
have a
know
face
you're
of
just a
soup.
mad scientist in the woods of Oregon, but look, listen, pay you well. We'll
Get
put
in
you on
here.
everything. Every can we sell, you're our guy.
You're
And then
our
you can go back
face.
to your bunker and be a scientist, I'm assuming is what they're finding out about this scientist who discovered a shapeshifter at
Well,
that
like
time.
you,
Yeah.
who discovered the shape, made
Yeah.
experimented on it,
Quote unquote
discovered,
discovered the
right?
shapeshifter, right?
Right?
I mean, he discovered it,
Well,
right?
like you, Dipper's asking the same questions. Like, no, this is
Yeah.
a misunderstanding. And Dipper says, hey, could I maybe get that journal back? I'd like to keep it safe.
Oh no. Oh no.
And the
Mm-hmm.
man pauses, the survivor pauses
Mm-hmm.
and takes a beat to think about what Dipper says. You know, with the beat, he blinks, but we see that his blink isn't vertical, it's horizontal.
Uh,
Alexis, the horrors are about to begin.
they
Um,
already have. As soon as you said shapeshifter, Grace, because when I hear shapeshifter, my mind goes to one thing and one thing only, the thing.
yeah, well,
And so here we
bad things
go.
are going to happen with this thing.
Bad
Absolutely.
thing.
Bad
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
And he slowly turns his head towards them and turns his head and turns his head and turns his head like an
Oh, it's
owl.
too many turns. Like, wait a minute. How many? It was like on
How
the
many turns is
fourth
that?
time you said turn. I was like, wait a minute. How many turns is that?
How many natural turns can I do? That's two.
Yeah.
Four?
Oh. Well, that's not human.
And not human because as he turns, his neck gets longer and longer with the slight sound of cracking bones.
Ew.
We see the like twist, almost like a towel being wrung out, like in his neck as he
Mm.
turns. And the
Yuck.
man laughs, and with echoing voices, it sounds like multiple voices, he tells them they aren't going anywhere, which he emphasizes by um, keeping his head facing backwards. And he, of course, naturally, like spider style, goes onto all
Uh,
fours
uh,
and
with his head still like turned.
head backwards. The head
Like,
trained on them this entire time as he now
uh,
skitters up the wall.
Stop using the word skittering. You keep using that word, and it's not, I don't like it.
I've never used it so much in my life.
You haven't.
I will
A
never
lot
say it
of
again after this
skittering
episode.
in Gravity Falls.
So much skittering in this bunker. Into the
Ew,
skittering down here.
ew.
Skittering in the woods.
Stop.
And so, yes, he is now up on the ceiling, that head again trained down on them.
Oh,
And additional spider legs sprout, and his eyes, that again were kind of humanish, now go fully white.
mm,
And just when it can't get worse, we see his true form as, yes, obviously the shapeshifter come out.
yeah.
And
Oh,
Alexis, you know I love to bring it up because it's an
okay.
easy get of something being in a cave.
Yeah. Oh
We're in the
God,
middle of an
no. Yeah.
underground cave. What do you think I'm going to compare this creature to?
Of course, a little cave schmeagle from the descent.
Our cave golem, but Alexis,
Great.
this is
Oh,
a cave golem mixed with a maggot. Like, that is how I would describe this creature. It is like the it's first of all enormous,
yeah.
but it like yeah, it's just like bright white, has like a single mouth,
Ew.
like
Well,
almost
I
has
mean,
like
I guess we all have single
I mean, but
mouths,
like I guess the
but
round with lots of teeth,
with the thought of
the
exactly like a
sandworm
yeah,
mouth
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Ew.
happening. Has like one big pincer. It's like gooey, like slime, like coming off of like all of its like orifices.
Ew, ew,
Yeah,
ew.
it's like viscous. And Dipper at this point is like, "What'd you do to the author of the journal?" Not
Okay,
like,
Dipper.
"Let's run. Let's get the fuck
Yeah.
out from this golem maggot bug creature thing."
Creature? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
And the shapeshifter says that that author's been gone for 30 years, but the shapeshifter saying, but I'm familiar with the journals. That guy used to write in them all the time when I was in my cage. But
Hmm.
now that I've finally gotten to see it, I can take the form of any of these creatures now. And
Shoot.
he has to like see the
Yeah.
creature in order to form into it. And so he starts
Hmm.
shapeshifting in front of them to all of the different creatures, including a gnome at one point.
Of course. Adorable.
Yes, that are in the journal. And Wendy takes one of those cans of beans and chucks it right at that monster shapeshifter,
Yeah, man.
which makes it drop the journal, which Dipper picks up and they start sprinting.
Hmm.
And so the shapeshifter has taken now the shape of like a giant like bug monster again. It's like a, like the grub in Lion King. It's like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
big shape, but huge and evil looking.
Ew.
Um, And so he, of course, starts to follow them. Dipper at one point like throws his flashlight down one tunnel and then goes down a different one, and the bug shapeshifter goes down the flashlight tunnel. So they kind of lose him for a second.
Hmm.
And in this tunnel, they run right into Mabel and Suze, who are happy to see them, of course. But Dipper obviously just learned never meet your heroes because they could be shapeshifting demon monsters.
Yeah, true. That's right.
So he
Can't
like
trust
pushes,
anybody.
can't trust no one, which he does right
Hmm.
here. He pushes
Yeah.
Wendy back and says, "How do we know that this is Mabel and Suze and not the shapeshifter?"
Yeah. You
Which, good
don't.
point.
Well, I mean, well, yeah. Go
It's
ahead.
too, yeah, we'll see. But
Yeah.
Suze, I will say, gasps and says, "What if I am the shapeshifter? Mabel, check my shape, check my shape."
Check
And
my
so Mabel
shape.
starts just poking his belly, of course, shirt off, shirt up.
Naturally.
And he
He
goes,
couldn't wait.
"Poke,
He's
poke, poke," which just makes him giggle. And Dipper goes, "Yeah, all right, it's
okay.
them."
That's yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Fair.
these two dummies, obviously.
Hmm.
And they explain to Mabel and Suze what the fuck just happened, what they're up against. And as they're talking, Wendy is patching up her wounds. And like, I don't know what we've like seen glimpses of Wendy's family a little bit here and there. Like they're
Hmm.
like the giant like gingered lumberjacks in this town who
Yeah.
are
They're
all
like
it's all
always fighting.
brothers. Yeah,
Yeah.
always fighting, all this
Like
kind of stuff.
wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Wendy is a clearly part of that too. And so Mabel is like, "Well, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" And we see Wendy. She's like on one knee she's like about to she like her knee is bleeding from like scuffing it in while she's running away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she like takes off her flannel, she like white t-shirt underneath, rips one of the sleeves off of it,
Hell yeah.
like tourniquets her own knee, and then looks
Of
up and goes,
course.
"Well, He invited us into his home, tricked us, tried to destroy us. I say we return the favor.
War paint.
Basically, this is her
Yeah.
war paint moment. Like I'm surprised she didn't take the other sleeve and like wrap it around her forehead. Like
Yeah. Like
Wendy's
blood
ready
still
to.
dripping down from it or some
Yes.
shit. Like, uh,
Yeah, Wendy's gonna fuck this thing up.
oh yeah. The kids are
So
safe. Don't worry. Wendy is
yeah,
here. Yeah.
Wendy's here to protect them. So the shapeshifter is now back in the lab as like in like the human form, yelling
Hmm.
for Dipper to show himself, like come face him face to face. And Dipper does. Dipper walks on
Oh,
in there with Mabel, and they're holding a journal out, and Mabel's going, "Oh my God, the monsters in this book are incredible! Wow,
oh
let's
my
let's
God,
flip through the
Mabel.
pages. There's so many monsters." So they're like, perfect. We're going to get the monster's attention and then we're going to
Hmm.
run and it's going to chase after us and it'll be easy peasy. Nothing terrifying or traumatizing will happen.
Sure.
And the shapeshifter sees them and first shapeshifts into Mabel,
Oh
imitating
yeah.
her reading the journal. And
Hmm.
then shapeshifts into Dipper. And then shapeshifts into the worst thing I've ever seen in a cartoon. And usually everyone I just described to Alexis like what
Oh, here we
the
go.
thing
Oh my
is
gosh.
that we see and then later she
God.
watches the episode. But this thing was so fucking crazy that I texted her a picture and made her not look at it as we started this episode. And now Alexis, I would like you to open that up as I tell everyone what we see this shapeshifter turn into. Which
Like
viewers on
posing.
YouTube, you'll be able to see
You
this.
get the benefit of getting a live reaction. Okay, I'm preparing
Yes.
myself. I haven't looked yet
Okay,
because
go
this
ahead and look, and then
I'm
we can
opening it.
describe together what we see.
Oh my God. That is that's fresh from hell. What is that?
So, people
What
who are just
the
listening and not seeing this image
fuck?
on our
No,
YouTube
when
or
I say I hear shapeshifter and I think of the thing, this is a cartoon version of literally what happens in the thing. Like this is oh my God, this is cursed. You just cursed my phone. Oh my
I
God.
saw this and
I
I was
like
like, this
can't
is not a Disney Channel show
I
anymore.
can't stop looking at it, but I'm also so disturbed. And it's
So,
funny because in the picture, Mabel and Dipper are looking at it very calmly,
this is the
but I know
moment that
they're
the
about to
change
freak the
happened.
fuck out.
They're going to
Yeah.
freak the fuck out and never sleep again. So, listeners,
I'm
dear
never gonna
listeners,
sleep again. Ew. Okay, now you
it's
describe it as I continue.
it's basically like, okay, we've got the shapeshifter's signature look. He's got spider legs. But
Yeah.
then the body of the spider, instead of anything natural and holy, it has
So unholy.
Mabel's face and Dipper's face, almost like chin to chin. And then their
Hmm.
faces are being stretched out into oblivion
Yeah, with like fangs. It's
with
like cat
fangs.
dog.
Yeah, like cat dog, but like in a permanent scream that's just getting longer and longer. And
Yeah.
perhaps also screaming. I don't know how else to describe
Yeah.
it besides like spider with faces stretched into oblivion, their own faces staring back at them,
Their
mind
own
you.
faces, yeah, with like white eyes, yeah, like
Yeah,
the dead light eyes from it, just like possessed and
yeah,
like, oh my God.
yeah.
Disney, everyone,
Disney
Disney,
XD
just
Extreme.
XD. It's the Red Bull in them.
Yeah, when you said that last time, like the Red Bull, I was like, oh, Alexis.
That's it.
Oh,
Just
you
you
think
wait.
this
Red
episode's
Bull? No,
intense?
it's Monster Energy,
Yeah,
actually.
this is a monster episode.
Literally. Yeah.
So, um,
Wow. That was worth waiting for your picture and getting
yes,
the live reaction, I think, because that,
yes. Thank you for
ugh,
obliging me because I was like
ew.
saying faces screaming to oblivion simply can't do it.
You're
Everyone,
like, this
please.
isn't working.
Yeah, I don't know how else to do it. You need to see you need to see this. It's beyond words.
Witness it with your own eyes. We had
Yes.
to. You must
Burn
now
your
too.
eyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to. You must too.
Yeah.
So obviously, whatever their plan was kind of gets fucked because they are now absolutely terrified for the rest of their lives,
Hmm.
traumatized. They're
Understandably.
gonna need a lot of therapy. They'll never close their eyes again.
Yeah.
But luckily, running was kind of part of their plan, so it doesn't totally fall apart.
Yeah.
The twins run, and it lures the monster into a tunnel where Suze and Wendy are waiting. And there's one of those like giant pipes that Wendy had observed earlier. And Suze is working on opening it up, like it's like a water pipe. And so he's trying to open it up, but he's not fast enough. I think Dipper and Mabel got there a little too early because they were terrified.
Yeah.
And the monster
ran a bit too fast.
Still in this form, by the way, shoots its tongue out, like Dipper's own tongue from Dipper's oblivion face, at Dipper, which again, trauma therapy.
And also, because you think about it too, you never actually see yourself. Yeah,
Yes.
like you see a reflection, but you never actually see yourself. So even just the trauma of seeing someone like
as you
shape-shifting into you, but then to see yourself shape-shifted into like a cat dog spider hybrid sort of thing with your twin sister is yeah, there's not enough therapy in the world. I don't think that could
You're
fix
gonna be
that.
referred to a lot of different therapists. They will not know how to handle you.
None of them, because it's never been seen before.
Yeah,
there is no case study. You are the case study.
Yes, exactly. It is you now, and you also never want to talk about it. So
no,
good luck.
Worst of both worlds. We hate it.
Yes.
We hate it a lot.
A lot. So yes, the monster shoots its own oblivion Dipper tongue out and is able to like get the journal like a frog from Dipper's hands. And like wraps his tongue around and starts like bringing it back to himself.
Yeah.
Wendy, though, she's had enough of this fucking shit. She gets out that axe and runs right at the monster, about to slice its tongue off and get the book back. But this is the exact moment that Suze is able to loosen the pipe and break it, so that the room explodes suddenly with water, because it was all like being funneled up through that pipe is now all being blown out.
Good. Okay.
And so the monster goes flying back with the force of the water, but unfortunately Wendy was also in the line of fire. And so we see her also go flying. The axe flies from her hand. We see her like slam into rocks, like on the ground in this game.
Eek.
Yeah,
Yikes.
like hitting her back kind of thing. So like, not good.
Not good. Something's broken.
Yeah, and when the water dissipates, we only see the axe laying on the ground. So Dipper grabs it and goes running down the hall, and he finds Wendy, who is drenched and passed out. Again, probably a spinal cord injury. Please don't move her.
Yeah.
In a puddle and fully unresponsive, which again, like I said, spinal cord injury.
Sure. Right.
Probably some concussions.
And concussion too. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's trying to wake her up. It's very sad. He starts crying, saying like, I wish I would have told you before it's too late. He's like holding her as if like she is dead kind of thing. Like, I wish I could have told you that. I think I love you, Wendy. But of course, this tender moment gets interrupted.
Oh no.
Not by the monster though. But even worse, Dipper would have rather had the monster, because it's Wendy clearing her throat behind Dipper, holding the journal, drenched, but totally fine. Yeah. Dipper is like, take me, monster. Just kill me now.
Just end it now.
Yeah.
Oops.
Put me out of my misery.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Dipper does a double take. Wendy on the ground, Wendy next to him, on the ground, next to him, on the ground. And yes, of course, now the Wendy on the ground suddenly starts baring her teeth and jumps up, pushing Dipper away and charging Wendy, who immediately drops the journal and starts wrestling the shapeshifter. And now we have a classic real who's the real one situation.
What I've been waiting for. Waiting for this moment.
Yes, again, the second he says shapeshifter, you're like, who's it going to be?
I was going to say, there's got to be a distinctive mark. Is Wendy wearing something different? What do we look for?
The shapeshifter is good. Did you not see the Oblivion picture I sent you? He is good at what he does.
He can do that. He can do anything.
Yeah, anything. And so, of course, they're both yelling at Dipper to axe the other one. And Dipper begs for, because he's standing there holding the axe looking at him wrestling.
She's the shapeshifter. No, she is. No, she
I'm
is.
the real
Kill
one.
her. No,
I'm the
kill
real
her.
one. Dipper,
Yeah.
don't you know me? Dipper, don't you know me? And so Dipper begs for a sign. And so here are the two signs. The first Wendy winks at him. It's
Hmm.
a little flirtatious, perhaps.
Okay. Hmm.
And the other Wendy looks at him and does the my lips are sealed, throw away the key motion.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
without hesitation, Dipper acts as the one who winked. She's not flirting with him. He knows
No.
that deep
Yeah,
down.
right. It's like, man, as much as I wish that was real, that's not. Yeah.
Not real. And yes, Wendy had done that. It's like that lips are
Yeah.
sealed earlier to him.
Hmm.
So, yes, Dipper acts as the one who winked at him right in the gut, and green ooze starts spurting
Oh,
from
thank God.
her. I
Sometimes you
know, can you
never really
imagine?
know, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
ooh.
you never really know until that
Yeah.
moment, you know?
So, whew, good job,
And
though, Dipper. Good
so,
job.
yeah, big phew moment for him right there. He momentarily forgot about his like mortifying moment, but he's gonna remember again pretty soon
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
So yes, it shapeshifts back into this maggot golem creature who's
Yeah.
gushing green ooze.
Mhm.
But at this point, they had been able, like where the room they had landed in was that lab. And so they're luckily able to push him right into one of those cryogenic tubes. Yes, and right as he shoves him in, Mabel had run back to the surveillance room that she's poking around in and hits a button that closes the tube. And
Good
so,
work.
yes, they all run in as the shapeshifter is like slamming, trying to get out, which again, he did before. I don't know what the fuck happened
Yeah.
there.
Right.
But he's doing a bunch of different shapeshifting, like really fast into a bunch of different monsters and stuff. And then if Dipper's day wasn't already bad enough, we've got, well, this one's probably second, tied for second or third of the worst part of his day. Obviously,
Mm.
the first worst part of his day was saying "I love you" to Wendy and her being alive and
Yeah.
behind him.
Right there. Yeah.
The possible second is the Oblivion spider that he was
Oh,
turned into.
face to face with. Yeah.
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 Third, again, or tied for second, depending on your mood, is this in which the shapeshifter morphs into regular Dipper and screams that you will never find the author of the journals and you'll meet a fate worse than you can ever imagine if you keep digging. If you keep
Mm.
digging, this will be the final form that you take. And in his Dipper shape, he starts like screaming in pain and fear and freezes in that moment as Dipper
Oh,
is
the like,
inches from the tube, face to face with himself, like facing death, essentially, is like how the creature
yeah.
was acting.
Yeah. Just compiling trauma.
Suze says, "Whew, good luck sleeping at night," to Dipper.
Yeah. It had to be said.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone was thinking it.
everyone was
Everyone was
thinking
thinking
it.
it.
Yep.
This is probably the worst day of Dipper's life, I'm going to go ahead and say. It started as the
Fair to
best,
say.
really got
Yeah.
downhill.
Yeah. Hanging out, watching a movie with his crush, and the next thing you
Yeah,
know, more trauma than
seeing your
any human
death.
has ever faced. All humans combined have
Yes,
ever
exactly.
faced, probably. So
Yes.
great.
So
Wow.
they are able to make it out of the bunker, and Mabel and Sue say they're going to head back to the Mystery Shack, giving kind of Dipper and Wendy a moment. And Dipper does stop Wendy, and his head's kind of down, and says, "Could we, like, pretend that none of that happened? The, like,
Yeah.
I love you, I like you situation."
Yeah.
And she kind of gives him a little punch in the shoulder and is like, "Dipper, I knew you had a crush on me."
Oh, I mean, yeah, obviously he kind of made it obvious.
She literally says, you're always whispering stuff under your breath.
We can hear you.
We can all hear you. We all saw you writing the note and rehearsing it. But she sits him down. They sit on a log together, and she explains, like, "I'm just too old for you, Dipper, but like I'm really happy about our friendship. Like, I love hanging out with you guys. I've been wanting to like mystery hunt with you guys, and I'm so excited I finally got to go. And like,
Aw.
look, it might feel awkward for you for a little bit. Like, I totally understand that, but like we're pals no matter what. And like, see you tomorrow for movies at like the Mystery Shack. And he's like, yeah, see you tomorrow for movies at the Mystery Shack.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, even though he feels kind of crappy, obviously Mabel and Suze were eavesdropping. And so they come and they're able to comfort him and be like, you're a pretty cool kid. Like, it's okay. You'll be all right. And that's the end. But obviously
nice.
Dipper won't be all right. He's fucked up.
Traumatized. I mean, like
so
from the relationship standpoint, yeah, he'll get over it. Right. He'll grow up. You'll find someone new, whatever. But no, that trauma is never leaving.
He's never sleeping again. That's all he'll see behind his eyelids.
Yeah. Gonna like Clockwork Orange, like
himself.
Staple his eyes open and just like sleep like this. Yeah.
He has no other option to escape the horrors that he just witnessed.
No. Wow.
That's our episode today.
Well, great job, but also horrible episode to pick. Just literally not great episode, but
fuck. Yeah. Was my reaction to this episode.
This is the first episode where I'm like, I might not watch that one.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Like a lot. No, I'm absolutely gonna watch it because I love me a good shapeshifter story.
You love it. I love it. So good. I was blown away by how fucked up it was. Again, Disney really surprised me on this one, but it was fun. It was creepy. It was disgusting. So I loved it.
It hit all the notes, all the required notes.
Precisely.
Wow.
And Alexis, well, I guess I would say between now and next week when you tell us your next episode, but I'm going again next week because Alexis is doing a 2-parter as her final episodes.
Yes.
So I'll be back next week to tell you an episode, and then we'll get 2 in a row from Alexis.
Yeah.
But between now and then, Alexis, who should our listeners and viewers tell about this show?
You should tell a doomsday prepper. I don't think we've done that before.
Nice.
So tell a doomsday prepper, someone who's got like a whole bunker or at least like an idea to build a bunker, all the things they need in the event of when the impending apocalypse happens. So tell them.
Nice.
Tell them. Who should they tell after that?
And you gotta tell your crush.
Yeah.
Let them know. They won't know till the end of the
Even you married folks out there. Whether that's your partner or spouse or I don't know how you do. Someone else.
Live your life, I guess.
Hey, not my business, but hey.
You'll have to they won't know till the end of this episode. That's why you recommended it. So you'll just have to sit there for an hour and 15 minutes and just stare at them while they listen. And then see their reaction.
And I think like Wendy, just the fact that you're staring at them like that will
give it away.
Let them know, like, oh, I think this person likes me. So
yes, it's a smooth way to do it. And you're welcome in advance.
And invite us to the wedding.
Yeah,
done.
You're welcome. Till next week, then. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Saturday Morning Mysteries.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share, rate, review, leave us a like, and drop a comment. We post episodes every Saturday and bonus tune tangents whenever we feel like it. So please subscribe so you don't miss the shenanigans.
And if you want to follow us on YouTube, click the bell under the YouTube subscribe button to receive notifications when new videos are posted.
And if you want to subscribe to the podcast, we have no idea what you're listening to us on, so just hit the big subscribe button on whatever app you're using. We believe in you.
Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at SatmornMist, all the abreves, and let us know if you have any episode or show requests by emailing SaturdayMorningMysteries@gmail.com.
Thanks to Jenna Kendall for the logo design and to Ava Sakiki for the music used during this week's episode.
See y'all groovy kids next week on Saturday Morning Mysteries.